What's up, everyone? This is JOESAVY here with Enchatin. We're going to be watching a replay I did, the Terran Deathball, and pretty much I want to ask him what his opinion is on the build, what he likes about it, what he doesn't like, and yeah, so what do you think, bud? Like, as far as on the ladder, you said you've seen all kinds of mech. This is a little different. I mean, I'm sure some other people.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of variations of people going mech. A lot of people get widow mines early. A lot of people get tanks early. A lot of people push out with drops of Hellbats and Hellion rushes. But what type of is this like a quick factory or?
It's more of like a I think I actually maybe I get a factory this game just to defend against oracles and stuff, but this is actually more of a Thor and Banshee Ghost composition. So, a little different. A lot of people say that, ghosts aren't really part of a mech army, but I beg to differ. I do think that the ghosts can be really effective, especially with mech because of immortals and that kind of thing. So,
All right, I see you going gas quick.
yeah, going gas is at 12 gas and then following that up at 13 racks. Chasing away the probe, who's going to be obnoxious and try to
'Cause
poke inside.
if I was in your base right now, I'd be like, "There's a Reaper coming."
Yeah, most
Do
people
you
would.
send one out?
I don't think I do. I don't remember. It's been like a month since I played it, honestly. But I haven't really done it too much because I did the focus. Now I'm getting a Marine.
Ah, you see now this would piss me off. If I see that early gas like that, and then I'm safe, I'm not in your base, or well, if I saw the Marine, I would have saw the Marine there. But I would have been like, why did he get that early gas?
Yeah, yeah.
I
Well,
would
this,
immediately think that you're doing a Hellion rush or something crazy because
man,
that's
I play greedy. I get expansions. I do. If I can expand, I mean, if you check out any of my videos, when I expand, it's like, I expand all the time. I'll expand with like nothing at home. So he's sending out his mothership core. And this is actually spooky. This is like something I'm not really
I wouldn't
familiar with dealing with.
I wouldn't do
But
this if I was him though.
no,
No, because look at what happens.
yeah, that's true.
I
I can't
saw the
even.
Marine. If you see a Reaper, you could do it. But if you
Okay.
see a Marine like that, it's just he's gonna come in like that. But you send one Marine. One Marine will take care of that.
Well, in base is a 1-1-1. How many Marines does it take to kill a mothership core?
Two.
So I get a siege tank early, and I'm not really paying attention to the. Oh, it's no, it's more than two.
Yeah.
It killed two right there. It's
Yeah.
like
Well, he just
three or
lost his
four.
mothership core. You can't do that.
So he poked the front. I took out the mothership core, and then I have to do some defending. Siege tank's gonna seal the deal. It's really weak early on, but I mean, any number of compositions can help, and I don't know why he's doing this. It's one of those,
That's
yeah,
that's interesting. You're not
yeah.
finding that.
No, I'm not gonna find it, and that's probably why he stayed in the game so long. But, um,
Didn't you have
and
a bunker already? What did
yeah,
you?
but I pulled him out to kill the mothership core that was killing all my workers, and so I just had to build another one. But it's all just a matter of games, playing
Yeah,
games with people.
this is what a lot of mech Terran do. They have this siege tank here.
Yeah, yeah.
You see, if this Oracle right here was a Void Ray, that would cause problems for you.
It would. I know. But that's. I could have also got turrets up. I could have gotten widow
Yeah,
mines. The
but
First Thor's on the way.
the problem is though, is that seeing as how you did kill that many Stalker, I think you killed what a Stalker and the Mothership Core.
Yeah,
He's not gonna have enough for a
a
Void
heavy
Ray.
push. Yeah.
Yeah, he's not gonna have enough. You see, him being here is not a smart idea, which
I
is
haven't
why.
seen it too much. How are Thor's versus what's it called now? Void
Thor
Race.
Thors aren't really that good versus Void Rays. Void Rays actually are better because they only do extra damage to light. Um,
So
Thors and
I send
Void
my
Rays.
Banshee out, and he just happens to find. Oh, look at you, little greedy bastard.
Yeah,
So I'm gonna go play around with them. And what you could do in Wings of Liberty was actually EMP your own units, and that's why I used it in Wings of Liberty. And he's got a Phoenix, so I didn't realize that. But I used to EMP my Thors and Banshees, so that way the Templar couldn't actually hurt them, and it made it really strong. So getting a Raven. The idea behind this is you'll see Ghost, Banshee, Raven, eventually Viking, and Thor for the most part, and then I transitioned into Hellbats toward the late game. I'm sure Mass Voidray could counter it pretty easily, but um, this,
Nobody's gonna do that to you though. That's the thing. Well,
yeah,
actually, Ravens are a problem for a lot of Protoss, and not that many Terran get it. I don't understand why not.
Ravens are well, they're hard to get because you have to go down a tech. You have to get tech lab on a starport, and most Terran want to do a like when I played you, I didn't get a tech lab on a starport. I went straight reactor. So Phoenix poking up in the base. Two tech lab starports, and then the Thors are going to come up and wipe out the Phoenix. Then expanding. See, I'm expanding again. I mean, really, with the mech build, you just expand and make PFs all over the place.
Well, he got his immortal stock. That's never good.
That isn't good. I need to kill that pylon. It's okay. Supply-wise, he's expanding too, so I think that really hurt him. I mean, he was trying to be greedy and sneaky and whatever, but
That hurt him, but he is on 3 bases now, and a Protoss on 3 bases
it's pretty
is
strong, yeah.
is very very strong. I mean, you don't really need any more than 3.
So about 130 supply, I'm going to start transitioning solely into ghosts and that
He's
kind of
gonna
thing.
go 4, and he's gonna cannon that up.
Yeah,
Oh
he's
my goodness.
getting ballsy. Well, he sees what I'm doing. I mean, I'm not pushing out. I'm getting a PF right here for defense in case he decides to push. This is like a starve out your opponent type build. This is a one-hit KO type build, basically. When I engage, I'm expecting to come out on top. And pick it up to 4x. Now these 2 extra factories I'm pumping out, they'll start getting getting Hellbats. Deal with whatever zealots he's got.
Now, he's actually got very good control with these immortals.
Yeah.
Avoiding that planetary.
I send the Banshee out just to do some poking. And those
Yeah,
immortals,
that's. Oh.
yeah.
Hell-
Yeah.
Yeah, that did not help his cause.
Nope. Well, I think I dropped a scan. I was able to deal with the DTs. That hurt. That hurt him pretty bad.
That's a lot of gas.
But he's gonna break the.
He's going on 5 bases.
Now I'm
though.
engaging, but now my army's pretty strong. So yeah, I'm gonna pause it real quick and turn up the volume on my. Getting a little bit of interference, I think, on the mic.
I don't. Oh.
Do you have a we'll worry about it later. Okay, so pushing up.
Yeah, this High Templar tech by him was not a good idea to only have 3 High Templars right now.
No, I think he needs like 10.
10 or
Yeah.
more if he's
Because all these,
do anything.
I have a lot of ghost stuff, and well, I mean not ghost stuff. I got a lot of banshees too. I was worried about it. I think this game I did try to
He's gonna
check
storm.
to see. He's gonna storm.
He's gonna storm.
Does he got a mothership? Oh, mothership core.
Or he's not gonna storm. He's
No.
just gonna hold on.
Yeah, carrier. Drop some EMPs. I don't know.
Carrier-
Maybe it was just a
Carrier-
little too.
Carrier is how I deal with this too, with Mass Mac.
Carrier is good with it, you said?
Yeah, because
You just didn't have enough, huh?
yeah, he just didn't have enough. The only thing that really counters carriers is Vikings, mass Vikings. But
Or mass marine.
well, no, because you're going all this. We're no, you're not gonna tech switch. Into
Oh yeah,
mass.
yeah, yeah. That's true. No, you good point.
You're not gonna have the upgrades.
So now I got a pretty big supply lead. I keep killing his stuff, going home, mass repairing. So those carriers did kind of throw me off. I didn't really know what to do, like about them, other than just EMP him and try to kill him.
Yeah, he's
Just,
3.
you know.
Oh wow, he's 5 gating carriers. What is he doing?
He's got
Well, you rocked his
6.
economy, so
Yeah, no, I messed him up. He's got 6 stargates. Are they all carriers? Yeah.
the best thing about
Maybe Tempest would be better.
no, because I believe the
Tempest do bonus versus
I
massive.
don't I believe they do, but I don't think they do mass. Oh yeah, yeah, versus air only though,
Oh, air massive. Oh, okay.
which actually throws a lot of people off because they thought it was for ground as well to deal with ultralisks.
So here was the big problem. And this isn't a big army or scary army or anything, but I'd get hit with like 1,000 zealots, right? And my what's it called? My Thor, Ghost, and the Banshees would do good, but the zealots would do so much damage against my Thors that I wasn't able to recover after that, and then the Protoss would just keep attacking me. But Hellbats in Heart of the Swarm have made it so I can actually do this composition and wipe out zealots in like nothing, just melt them like butter. And this isn't a good example, but during a big engagement, the Hellbats really make the difference now, whereas Hellions just didn't have enough hit points to really last at all.
His main problem is though is that if you have all these starports and you don't have enough minerals to supply them all, you can't be getting zealots like that.
No, I know, but I think
Like
he's scared too.
instead of that little patch that he just sent out, he could have had 3 more carriers coming, which is because you don't have that many Vikings in your army right now.
No, I got like none.
If he has as many carriers as he could have had, you can't stop that. He would have had another 1, 2, 3, 4. He would have 9 carriers. Yeah.
I don't even have as many ghosts as I typically do. Storm. A lot of imps. I think he actually traded pretty well in this engagement.
Yeah. I mean,
He should have actually killed me, I think.
carriers.
Yeah.
His carriers can do a lot of damage.
Are they unupgraded or are they upgraded?
He just got the 2 weapon upgrade. He
Okay.
probably should have waited for that engagement.
So really, this came down to the fact that I just had more Thors than he had carriers. But in a normal confrontation, I probably would have. Lost, huh? On uneven footings.
What do you have? You have 2 starports at home.
Yeah,
You
no,
have
I'm not
first
getting
one?
much star. No, I have to.
Well, if he pushed out right now after he just destroyed your army with that many carriers, he'd have to kill your main.
Well, no, I'm not saying that. I'm saying on even footing, had he had like what would I have 8 Thors? Had he had 8 carriers, it probably would have been a little bit closer, huh? That's my thought.
That engagement, yes, but if you had about 5 Vikings building at home before he got there,
Mhm.
you'd just be able to easily clean that up.
Yeah, yeah.
Vikings are destroy carriers.
That was kind of the disappointing thing about carriers is that they're really a support unit. They can't really stand on their own. But I guess BCs are kind of the same way. So
Yeah, carriers are just the problem about carriers is that they actually did improve them a little bit so you can path and hit at the same time. You can micro while they still launch, but obviously not as good as in Brood War, where you could just literally run them across the map and they'd still kill everything in sight.
yeah.
They fixed that.
Well, he's definitely resilient. He keeps trying to expand. He doesn't want to give up to this. He's like, no, I will not lose to this build. Oh hell no, And I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna win.
Yeah, well, his only problem is that he should know right about now you're massing Viking, so this game is over.
Yeah.
But he's just trying to just wait it out.
I'm only building like 2 at a time. I probably should drop because I have 1,500 gas in the bank. Probably should have expanded and or at least took the gas down here. Because I don't. I mean, I need minerals, but I'm not spending. Yeah, actually, I'm mineral starved at this point. There you go. Doing it now. Getting some minerals.
He's actually not in a bad position. It's just he can't counter those Vikings. He has no units to counter them. That's the one thing about Protoss is we don't have a strong AA as far as anything that really hurts air besides our Phoenix. And
Well, what about the
Vikings,
Voidray?
the Void Rays aren't, well, they're good, but the problem about the Void Rays is Vikings can kite them
Okay.
because the range isn't. Actually, Vikings can kite every AA that we have. Stalkers are really the only thing we have against that. But
And
as
pretty
you can
much
see,
everything Terran has shoots up, so it's not like it's one of those things that. Let's pick it up a little until we engage. Yeah. Okay, so engaging, just EMPing, and he knows it's over, so. Ghosts
that's the,
actually do really good damage, so.
that's the one thing you never see any air versus Terran as a Protoss because it's just you just have so many hard counters.
Yeah, yeah. Uh, so not tonight, but one of these days, I want to practice this build a little bit, build order a little bit with you if you're down, and then so you see it, you know what it looks like. Just assume it's like something standard, and then you try to counter it with whatever you can. And if I could get at least half or even number of wins, then I'll consider it a decent build, and then we'll post those up. And
Yeah, it's not. It's actually a very good build versus Protoss because Mech is actually a lot stronger than a lot of people think it is. Because as it gets closer to late game and you have this this huge death bowl of units,
hmm
Protoss really can only counter it with going carriers and support units.
hmm
And as long as if I were you, I'd get another starport.
yeah,
And I'd
yeah.
say,
This is like basically
yeah,
raw beta form. I mean, I'd
an
probably
actor on that.
yeah.
When that happens, there's really nothing we can do because we get our carriers up, and then we know you're gonna go your Vikings, but how are we gonna counter those Vikings? We can't get stalkers. I mean,
I'm actually a lot better at this kind of stuff now. I would just build more units and more production facilities and that kind of stuff. Game would change, be like more. I guess I'd be at 200 right now if I were pushing on you, that kind of thing.
yeah, I'm surprised he had that many expansions though. That's the only thing that kept him in this game. He had
I know, I know.
Jesus, but that
Kept
did
like
hurt him
taking
though.
them. It did.
Yeah, you stopping that with that one Banshee completely destroyed anything that he had early game.
That was literally one Banshee that went in and said, "Nah," and then I was able to, path them and take them out, and that's how it works. But yeah, so we'll do some practicing of that, and that's it.